Hey everyone, Corn here with another game of Deathmatch from the Revelations beta. This one is a good bit after the first match I played. I'm level 23 at this point. So I have a better idea of what I'm doing. I've unlocked Poison and Disguise, so I've switched to using those. Disguise is handy obviously because your pursuer doesn't have a compass, and Poison is just for the extra points as usual. I get off when I start here with an incognito focus Poison. Puts me straight into the lead, even though I do get stunned, but as I said before, getting stunned doesn't really matter, especially when you don't have any pursuers. I run off as is my habit. And now I have another target, so I'm going to start looking around for her. So when I've got no pursuers and my target's not in line of sight, I do tend to run because I want to find them quickly. But what you want to do is you want to slow down when you round corners so that if you do come into line of sight you don't reduce the meter too much, which is basically the same thing you do in Brotherhood when you're approaching a target. When you have the compass, you try to approach in such a way that you get there quickly but you don't give yourself away or reduce the detection meter too much. I got lucky there that someone else tried to kill her and killed her duplicate, allowing me to walk up and kill her. And because I can hear the whispers, I stay put for now on this bench with a copy of myself. And then start playing this fun game where two people sit on a bench, each one using Blender and trying to convert the other guy's clone. I move over into this blend group so I can start trying to move towards my next target. I've got two pursuers after now, so I get a bit more careful. Spot my target up there very easily on the roof, which is what I was saying about roofs in the last video. If your pursuer doesn't look on the roof, it's great, they'll never know you're up there, but if they do look, you're screwed.
You have taken the lead.
At this point I just run after my clone because I can hear the whispers. When this guy comes running around the corner I reflexively jump out and stun him, and it turns out that he was in fact a pursuer. I'm not sure why I stunned that NPC though. I think maybe I was just a little panicky. But I've got no pursuers now. So I'm doing okay. I'm after this guy. I call this guy, whose name I also don't know, the baldy guy. Or the baldy fucker if I'm in a bad mood. And I can't find him, and I often have trouble finding this guy. But this time it's because he's actually being played by a good player, so he is tough to find. I'm looking behind me a lot because I suspect that he's going to be down there somewhere, but actually he comes out of that haystack and stuns me. I think he just jumped into the haystack, so I'm not sure where he actually was before that. But yeah, I'm stunned and I've got two pursuers after me, so that's not so good. You can see there that morph stops working the instant you're killed in Revelations, which leads to a very nice effect of if you walk into a blend group that's all morphed and you pick the right target and you kill them, all the other ones simultaneously turn back to their old selves, which is pretty cool to see. I think it's a nice little touch. This is the woman I have trouble finding usually. Now at the moment I found her very easily. Unfortunately she's climbing the roof. Now I don't know if I'm going to bother following her because people don't usually stay on the roof too long in Deathmatch, so if you just follow along on the ground they'll usually come down to you again. Although I have actually lost her. And I just happened to walk past my pursuer who was hiding inside a haystack. The maps are so small that hiding inside haystacks can work. But I do find it's better to actually go after your targets actively if you can, because you'll get to them faster. And you can still get a decent score. Even if you're hunting your target, the maps are so small that chances are you'll be able to hit them off next to a haystack or a blend group or something that will give you a hidden bonus. And then I get roofed, which does happen on occasion. It can be useful for getting to your targets, but I prefer just being stealthy. It gets you better points really. You can't afford to stand around on the roof waiting for the meter to build up because you'll get seen. I have the Revelation lost streak so I can see where my pursuers are. There doesn't seem to be one nearby. I'm looking for this baldy guy again. I think he might be in the haystack, so I check it out. And he goes running past there. He wasn't in the haystack. You may notice that I attacked the haystack twice before I got the kill there. I think what happened was I pressed kill again after locking onto him, and a change they've made in this game is that even if you're locked onto someone else, you can still kill and stun your targets and pursuers respectively, which is good in theory because the whole I died because I was locked onto the wrong thing kind of sucked in Brotherhood. But the problem is sometimes it does misprioritize, so you will end up attacking a haystack instead of your target. Or another thing that's happened to me is I ended up killing a grounded target to get the 100% finishing bonus thing, while a live stunned target was right next to me. So I killed the one on the ground and the other guy stunned me, which is pretty stupid. So it's nice that we're freed from being completely constricted to the lock system, but They do need to work on the prioritization if they want to actually make it useful. I could have gotten an honourable death there if I'd been quicker off the mark, because that guy's using Blender, and when he stepped into that group it gave him away by creating a clone, which is one of the disadvantages of Blender. But I didn't react fast enough, so I didn't get it. Earlier on you saw me jump into a haystack straight away when I couldn't see my target. This is why, because sometimes they actually are in the haystack. You can apparently contest kills and even get stuns from inside a haystack. You don't have to jump out of the haystack or anything, just mash the stun button while you're in the haystack, while you're locked onto your pursuer, and you'll get the stun or the contested kill. But it didn't work out for that person that time. Obviously they didn't see me coming, just like I didn't see him coming from that blend group. Because of the slower pace in this game, it's easier to get higher point kills and hidden kills and stuff like that, and it really is worth trying to do, because those few points can make all the difference, as I think they will at the end of this game. So unlike Wanted, where I would say take whatever you can get, I think in this mode, because of the slower pace, it is worth trying to go for the good kills. Do use the environment to get your hidden kills and all that kind of thing. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He should be dead, and I probably shouldn't be dead, but whatever. Something obviously happened. Didn't register me pressing the kill button. I suppose the odd glitch is to be expected since it's a beta, and since glitches that bad were commonplace in Brotherhood, which was not a beta. Actually, this game is very polished for a beta. I've seen videos of the Brotherhood beta and it wasn't nearly as good as this. It was very primitive looking. They've done good work on this. So I'm after this guy with the funny hat again, and he's in my line of sight, but I can't see where he is, so I'm going to try this haystack again in case it's someone else hiding out in here. Not necessarily the smartest move, because it gives away who you are, because NPCs don't go jumping into haystacks usually. Since I figured that guy was about to come after me and I couldn't find my target anywhere, I decided to go for the stun / honorable death. I'm not sure what to do with that pursuer over there. Revelation is showing me who my pursuer is, but they seem to be lying on the ground, which doesn't typically happen in this, because stuns don't involve knocking people on the ground anymore, so I'm not sure what the story is there. Run up and get this guy for the 100 points. Next target is in line of sight, but where is she? She's given away there by getting stunned, which allows me to once again go for the grounded focus poison, which is nice. I hear whispers, revelations on, so I can see where both of my pursuers are. So I get a stun on one and go for the honorable kill with the other to get a decent number of points. You know, stun and an honorable death, that gives you 300 points. That's as much as an okay kill, so worth doing. Once you've got your kill, go out there and punch some people, die, and do it all over again. I'm after the same person again. She's not in line of sight here. She is here somewhere. She is look like here coming towards me, and that's her. She saw me coming, so just a kill. Now I hear the whispers pretty quickly, and my target isn't in line of sight, so I just kind of stand here in this blend group and wait to see what happens, to see if I can identify my pursuer, see if my target comes my way, and he does. He comes running past. So he's moving so fast that the detection meter doesn't even have time to build up, but I do get the hidden bonus out of it, so that's okay. Something I like to do here is, if there's a haystack next to a blend group and you have Blender, make a copy of yourself and hop into the haystack. It won't fool good players, at least not more than once, because once they've seen you do it once, they'll remember that you tried it. But since in this mode people will actually just stand around on their own trying to blend in, it can pay off, as in that case there. Another thing I like to do is use disguise while in a haystack. The two big enemies of disguise are the sound that lets your pursuer know that you are in fact disguised, and the compass, which will lead them straight to you even if you are disguised. Between those two, disguises aren't much use in Brotherhood unless you jump straight into a blend group or something, because they'll tell you apart, because they'll just go, well, here's this guy on his own, the compass says it's him, so it's him. In Deathmatch you don't have a compass, and they don't appear to have a sound in this game that tells anyone that you've disguised either. That seems to have been removed, which means if you disguise in a haystack and then jump out of the haystack, unless they take a guess and try to kill you, they're not going to know that you're disguised and that it's you that hopped out of the haystack, so you can walk right past them, which is quite a nice thing to do as well. It makes disguise more powerful, which kind of makes up for the ways in which it's less powerful, like missing the hidden bonus. I spend the last few seconds watching the scoreboard because I know there's nothing else I can do at this point, and Dr. Tough takes the lead at literally the last second by just 100 points, which was a little annoying, but whatever. I don't think I'm going to do another commentated deathmatch game. I don't see much point in trying to go deeper into strategy because I'm not that familiar with the mode myself yet. It's only the beta, so they might change it, and the beta is going to end in less than a week anyway, so strategy videos won't be of much use until the full game comes out. So my next commentated video will be Artifact Assault most likely, but I will be uploading uncommented gameplay videos as well, so watch out for those. For now, that's it. Thanks for watching, see you next time.